The dice clatter in the gods' hands. They let him roll. Cyrus, the King of Kings, looked through his primitive telescope. It showed what the star readers had said. A black hole had crossed the universe to consume all. Cyrus let out a heavy sigh. I have to go for it all. I will put it all on the line, he said with the weight of his heavy crown. He stopped looking at the bright ships disguised as stars in the sky and looked at the sand. Endless sand. 4 corners of the world connected by the red sand. The stargazer was a close friend. Oz was his name. He spoke without fear. Your children won't like it. Nor will the 4 kingdoms, Cyrus replied. Are you sure it's right? The stargazer asked. Cyrus returned his gaze to the stars. The snake's constellation was bright. His gaze returned to the sand coasting through the wind. I believe it, but that doesn't make it so. A fortnight passed before all the corners made it to Aria. No matter if they were a frequent visitor or a first-timer, Cyrus's kingdom was the crown jewel of the entire plain. The birthplace of man from the Sea of Life, in which Aria was carefully constructed around. Its shores are still as bright as 200 years ago when the first man laid brick next to its gleam. But it was no secret that Aria was not paradise. The water that held the kingdom together was drying. The same endless sky that took all other sources of water hit the Sea of Life as well. Its strain to keep all 4 corners alive added weight to the crown felt by Cyrus and all of his ancestors. The empire as a whole was crippled. With the collapse millimeters away, each decision was a coin flip away that could crash everything. This Cyrus knew, and he would pick the side of the greater good, even if he knew was not the easier road. His speech grew nothing but blank faces. His voice was heavy. A fractured kingdom will not stand. Aria is more than the walls around the sea. We are all Aria. Let it be from this moment forward, it is the age of Cyrus. When the sun covers the moon tonight, let it be known that the 4 corners are now all a part of Aria. Not only will the privilege be granted to hang our banner and help us fund, but I hereby declare all lives free traveler in the land. Furthermore, their land rights are restored. Hear me, new brethren, do not spare hearts, but the coin to their farms, and hands for their churches. Let us rejoice, the age of Cyrus is here. Cyrus would never leave. He would never even live to see the day of his age.